So hey everyone, this is Shiraz Raj, founder of Rapid AI. Today we'll learn how to price AI automation services, or the most asked questions in Instagram DMs, in Instagram comments, and the YouTube videos. Like Shiraz, how do we sell? How do we price the service? Now pricing is super subjective. So I'll tell you my pricing. You guys can get an idea of it and just do it. Okay. So before we go forward, I'd like to thank everyone for 10,000 subscribers. It genuinely means a lot. Okay. Like it was my childhood dream. I'm still a child, but it was a dream. Thanks for making it true, guys. I know, it might seem a small feat, but it isn't. Like honestly, I never thought I'd ever reach 10K on this channel. This is my first. 10,000 people. I don't know. Like if I make them all stand in front of me. Yeah, thanks a lot, people. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, back to work. So I'm gonna change my camera angle because I know you, even though as handsome as I might be, you won't like to see my screen. Get your pen and paper. Get your notebooks here, get your notebooks out, start writing this shit, because this is something that once you get clear, it's easy, okay? So I'm gonna switch back. So this is our matrix. This is our not the matrix, but this is like more of our this is our pricing table, okay? And actually I was actually trying to explain a lot of things to people, but yeah, I was trying to rehearse how I'd make this video, okay? So yeah, let's just first see how to price, okay? So there are a few types of pricings, okay? In India, value-based pricing doesn't work. It does. So I don't know how to say it, but pricing is super subjective. So for example, if you're selling this to a high-end company, value-based pricing might work. But you have to understand, I've been on calls with Sugar Cosmetics. I've been on calls with these big giants, and even they are price sensitive. India is a price sensitive market, my friends. So to actually sell in India, so my first tip, okay, please understand when I say this, do not sell in India. Again, please, if you want to make money, if you want to make good money, do not sell in India unless you have some super high net worth individuals as your connection, because you can't make money selling in India. Anyone who sells in India, my first thing would be make money by selling outside India. Once you have some cash to burn, or once you have the capacity to inflict, take some damage on you, because in India you will always cut even. You won't make massive profits. You'll always cut even until you are targeting some super high level company. You'll always cut even, okay? And again, it's not that people don't make a lot of money in India, but as someone who's starting off, I'm assuming you don't have a rich dad with 100,000, connections which are worth a few billion or worth a few million. I'm very sure we are all middle class. I'm assuming most of you are watching are middle class, so you won't have great connections. So please don't go around selling this in India. You'll fail miserably. Okay? So that's the thing. So my rule of thumb: do not sell in. You guys know it, but I'm still gonna write it because it's very important. Do not sell in India. Okay? Do not sell in India. Okay? Please, for the love of God, do not sell in India. Okay? Even if you guys do, I'll tell you what to do in case you want to. But this is a big warning. Please do not sell in India because you won't make profits. Okay? So I'm going to cover this later on. I'm going to cover this later down the line, okay? So now you guys know why not to sell in India. Let's just talk about how to price your service. So there's a value-based pricing and then there's a minimum price. So if you go beyond this minimum price, you are shooting yourself in the foot. You're making yourself seem as a low value labor or a cheap labor, if I had to put it straight. So there are two things. There's a minimum price for every service, okay? And I'm going to tell this to you verbally right now as we talk about it. So if you're selling a chatbot anywhere in the world, except India, okay? India does not come in the world right now. If you're selling chatbot outside India, anywhere, at least charge $50 to $100 a month for chatbots. If you're going to sell chatbots, charge minimum this much. Unless you are in India, okay? Heck, I've talked to people, and in India, they're willing to pay this much. If there's actually value, that they are willing to pay this much, okay? So $50 to $100 a month should be the minimum price you charge outside India for chatbots. Now, if the chatbot is sophisticated, you can obviously charge more, but minimum. Please pay attention at my words. I'm talking about minimum charging. This is how much you charge minimum, okay? I'm just gonna check your recordings on. Perfect. This is how much you charge on the minimum in India. Oh, sorry, anywhere except from India for a chatbot, okay? Number one. For voice, $500 to $1,500. You know what? Let's just not keep it 500 because I'm very sure that 500 is, it's more than 500. So let's keep it $1,000, okay? Set yourself a standard. I know most of you have never even earned $1,000, but still be confident and charge $1,000 minimum for voice agents, for any kind of voice agents, okay? I was actually doing a research, okay? So this is how much it cost, okay? The federal floors, but many states site are higher, okay? So this is how much you charge an hour. This is how much you pay an hour to someone. So give me monthly cost to hire a medium skilled, low skill, etc. cold caller. Okay, so this is, I'm just trying to get the cost of hiring a real human in the US. Okay, so this is, pay attention to what I'm doing right now, and I'm just gonna replicate this, and let's just, so how do you determine how much you should charge? In my dictionary, there's always this question. There's always this question, and you cannot come back to my video every time. So this is a rule of thumb. Please remember this. Number one, don't sell in India, and number two, I'm going to list it out right now. Okay, human. Okay, shit, my handwriting is bad. Just gonna zoom in a bit. Yeah. So human versus AI. So how much? So you should ask yourself three questions. Okay, how much will, yeah, I'm just gonna delete this. I'm just gonna get a text block because it's a, oh yeah, I think it can be bigger. Anyways, yep. Yeah, I think this can be larger. Anyways, yeah, just gonna zoom in a bit here. Yeah, never mind. How much will it charge slash how much will it cost? Okay, how much will it cost to hire a human for the job? US wages. Okay, you have to ask yourself this question whenever you're doing this. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this question number one. How much will it charge to hire a human? How much time will the human take to accomplish the task? How efficient is he? Okay, so we are humans, and I'm very sure that humans are lazy. I mean, at least the humans that I hang around, they are. So these are the three questions you must ask for charging for AI automation services. I'm gonna change the color because, yeah, anyways, okay. So how much will it cost? And all kind of good stuff. Okay. So how much will it cost to hire a human for the same job? Let's just take outbound calling as an example. Okay. Outbound. I just asked AI how much will it cost. So let's just get, yeah, never mind. Still drafting its response. Okay. So we are gonna get this. Base pay a month. So for a low skill AI outbound, for a low skill human to make outbound sales calls, it's costing you $2,500 every month. That's why I said, for the love of God, please charge at least $1,000 for your AI automation solutions or for AI voice solutions, please. Okay. So mid skill, high skill, top tier. So for top tier outbound caller, it's gonna cost you almost $4,000. So I hope you guys understand that for the price of a one middle skill cold caller, you're getting a complete call center, power of complete call center in your palms, in your freaking palm. So I hope I'm making sense, or maybe I'm not. So I'll try to make sense. Okay, outbound human is going to cost you $3,000 a month because humans are expensive. They got kids to feed. Whatever. And I'm not an anti-human. I'm just a realist. That's a reality. And then we got AI. AI your AI solution is gonna cost minimum $1,000. Okay, and the best part is that $1,000. Let's just keep it $1,000 a month because I'm very sure I can sell it at this price point. Okay, $1,000 a month. Let's say $1,000 setup and then $500 every month. $1,000 and it's $500 every month. Okay, plus usage. Okay, I'm not gonna include usage in this, but I just say plus usage, which is 7.5 rupees or like 10 rupees, 10 cents a minute. Okay, so despite having all of this, despite having all of this here, okay, for if I hire this human for a year, which is almost 12 months, it's gonna be it's gonna be $36,000. Okay, if they hire my AI agent, and listen, it can only do 50 calls a day or maybe 100 calls a day. Okay, it's going to 100 calls a day for $36,000 a year. It's going to only do 100 calls a day. Okay, my AI agent, outbound agent, will do infinite calls a day. Infinite calls a day. This is how I would structure my offer. Do infinite calls every day. Don't be capped by human limitations. Okay, so infinite calls a day at 10 cents a month. If 10 cents a minute, if they'll pay, if they wish to pay, they'll pay this much. Okay, so 100 calls a day, infinite calls, and all they have to pay me is $6,500. $6,500 a year. $6,500 a year plus usage. Do you guys see the goddamn difference from $36,000 a year to $6,500 a year plus usage? Usage is, let's just say usage can be $10,000 worth of usage. Okay, like 1 minute is 10 cents. So let's just say that it's $0.1. It's $0.1. Okay, so $0.1 into, I don't know, 10,000 minutes. Let's just say it's 100,000 minutes. Okay, 100,000 minutes of talking. It's actually $10,000. Okay, couple this with this, you get $16,500 all inclusive. Okay, maybe maybe I can push it more. Maybe I can just say, if it's 100,000 minutes, 100,000 minutes is more than enough. Oh yeah, wait, let me see. So yeah, sorry, it's 100,000 minutes for $10,000. So imagine this is all inclusive. Your AI assistant, this is how much it's gonna cost you. The benefits include it's faster, no sick leaves, infinitely scalable, boom. I've sold an AI caller to, I don't know, insurance firm in US, real estate firm in US. I hope you understand how valuable this is. That's all I'm saying. This is like, I hope you understand the value it provides. Okay, and this is me charging it on like a bare minimum thing. Okay, I'll easily push this to almost $20. I'm going to easily push this to almost like a $20,000, whatever. and the best part is that they won't even use 100,000 minutes. They won't even need 100,000 minutes. Like this 100,000 minute can just last them for their whole lifetime. Like as long as they have your system. Okay, so I can just because I need to do faster reasoning, I'm gonna switch to fast. Okay, instant. How long does a cold call last on average? Please give me a fast answer. Yeah, 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. I'm just gonna try to reinforce my claim. Okay, so let's just say it's gonna cost 2 minutes. They can make 50,000 calls. To make 50,000 calls, it's gonna take Jeff. Let's just call him Jeff. Jeff, for him to make 50,000 calls, it's gonna take him 50,000 days. Oh wait, no. Maybe I'm just, yeah, wait, I just kind of over. Yeah, sorry. It's gonna take him almost like, oh sorry. Oh shit. No, I just got too excited. It's going to take him like 500 days. So if it's going to take 500 days to make 50,000 calls. And remember, we can instantly call 1,000 people, 2,000 people a day. So, you know, if he was to hire 5 Jeffs and pay 100,000, I don't know, like 5 Jeffs, it's easily 1,800, like whatever, like $150,000 a year, whatever. The person would be spending on these guys. Why spend this much when you can just spend $16,500, get infinitely scalable system, faster, no sick leaves, infinitely scalable. I just sold the system to any company that's alive. Now I can give them a demo, I'll give them a trial, whatever. But for me to ramble on for so long, the crux of all of it is simply that there's a minimum value which you must stick to. Where is that? Yeah. So for voice, this is how much you would charge. Now for software, like for MVPs and stuff, for custom n8n flow, I personally, I like to charge between $100 an hour. So it's a custom build, right? So $100 an hour, $100 an hour. This is how much I like to charge for n8n or custom flows. n8n custom flows. So if anyone's thinking, and listen, you can't charge this. You as a nobody who no one cares about on the internet, you cannot charge this much. You need to charge $30, $20, whatever. At least build that app, okay? Like, please don't go around charging this much, because I hate to squander your hopes, but no one's paying you that much. Okay, this is how it's gonna be. So yeah, this is for n8n builds, but for beginners, this is how much you should charge. Okay. And custom builds, and for MVPs and stuff, if you're gonna do MVPs and stuff, charge them at least minimum $5,000 flat. MVPs and SaaS, MVP, SaaS. Outside India, just charge them straight. Like just give them straight charges. And personally, there's 2 ways you can sell your AI voice agent. You can sell it on a yearly contract, which I prefer the most, or you can sell it on a monthly. You can sell it on a first month plus retainer contract. Or you can just sell it for a one-time fee. Like, there are multiple ways to price your service, but at the end of the day, try to, get the most. So this is, if you had to sell an AI voice agent one time, please do not drop below these benchmarks, okay? And this is my benchmark from my experience, starting out from complete zero, working for $50 for a chatbot. I know it all. So trust me, I know what goes around. I've been around and I know how it all works. So this is how it's all gonna work out. And yeah, man, I mean, $50 for MVP and SaaS, whatever, minimum. This is all minimum cost, okay? If you can charge more, please do. Please do. Shreya is not saying to labor and slave away for the whites. I mean, we kind of do, but end of the day, if you can charge more, please charge more. I hope I'm clear. So, time to fill up this whole table, okay? So, question is, how much do I charge? I know this is the question which most of you would have, okay? But I'll be honest, this is a very vague question because every client has a different demand. So based on the client's demand, I charge. But if I had to give you a ballpark, okay? So in India, first of all, I don't sell in India. I try not to sell in India that much. But even if I do, I charge, if it's an inbound voice agent, I just charge 30K. And this is an INR, okay? By the way, guys, this is an INR. 30K INR, and then I charge 10K a month. 10K a month. And I just hate these, like, I mean, this is like some super broke pricing. It's like, it's almost $300, $400, but it's super cheap, I know, but yeah, 300K plus 10K per month. Outbound calling, I charge $60,000. Sorry, fuck. I'm sorry, 60,000 rupees. yeah, dollars is on my lips actually. Plus 20K every month. SaaS, I kind of work 1 lakh plus projects only for SaaS. Chatbots, I charge 5,000 to 10,000. 5K, let's just assume 5K. Oh wait, my bad. 5,000 per month. Complete AI infrastructure kind of depends on what these guys are asking for. There are a few other things, like for AI powered videos, we charge like 10,000. It kind of depends on the kind of video they want. So it's super variable, but I do not prefer to go below 5,000 rupees per asset generated. So in an asset, we have a package. The package includes 1 video and 4-5 images, whatever. Another point, 5,000 minimum for AI powered videos or something. Complete AI infrastructure. Now again, being honest, this is just a hype word. This is just a buzzword in my opinion. Complete AI powered infrastructure. I don't know what to say here, but let's just say that. How much should I charge for this? I mean, I don't even sell this in India. n8n workflows and stuff, I usually charge, depending on how complex it is, 20K to, like, I don't know, 1 lakh one time. So for n8n workflows, I usually charge one time. Not retainer, unless they want it fixed or something, then I charge them a consultation fee of $100, $200 an hour. So I just sit there for hours and fix it, okay? Outside India, if it's an inbound voice agent, I charge 1,500, 1,500, 2,000, depending on what the requirement is. Maybe more sometimes, but yeah, 1,500, 2,000. Plus, you know, like $700 or $800 every month. Like that's my pricing thing. So this is first month. I have a simple formula. Whatever I charge for setup, I charge 50% of that as a retainer. As simple as that. They have to pay for the numbers. They have to pay for everything else. This is me just giving them my expertise to set up everything. That's the thing. So European Union is that. No, and I'll tell you, this is my minimum. Like this is a pricing I would give straight off the bat. Now, if I come across super high value companies, a few $1 million companies, a few $1 billion companies, in that case, I do a value based pricing because I'm not a moron. I'm smart. So I do value based pricing. This is not a value based pricing. This is just okay. This much. This is how it will cost whatever. So this is me shooting prices. This is not me giving a value based price. I'll tell you. I'll explain to you how value based prices work. And trust me, if the client is well off, you can do value based pricing and make a fuck ton of money. And that's what I prefer to do. But right now, whatever. Outbound systems, $3,000 minimum. $3,000 to kind of goes up to like 5,000. It kind of goes up to 10,000. I'll be honest, because it kind of depends on what these guys want, and then half of that is retainer, whatever, and they have to pay for the usage and stuff. This is I need to write it somewhere. I think exclusive of number slash usage. So if they have to buy us a number, they have to give us everything and we'll just build it out for them. Simple. Now for SaaS MVP, 10K minimum. For 5K, 10K, whatever, depends on kind of the project, what the project actually is, okay? Chatbots, $100 a month. $150, $100, depends. Complete AI infrastructure. I still don't know why I put this here, I'm sorry. And for n8n workflows and stuff, depends on what. So for this, I do a value-based pricing, but you can just assume it's gonna be like $1,500 one time to $5,000 or more. Plus, depends. I'm just gonna say that, okay? United Kingdom. So just if you're in the EU and something, so if you're targeting EU countries, flip the dollars with the euro, make more money, turn the dollars into euro. As simple as that. So euro, yeah, they're the same, yeah, whatever. Same. If you're in US, change it to US dollars, simple. Canada, same. Yeah, Middle East, you can inflate the prices. I'll be honest, if you're in Middle East, right? Wait, what? Wait, where's the pen? Yeah. Wait, I just gotta remove this something. Yeah, whatever. So, if you're selling in the Middle East, right? You can kind of inflate the prices by like, now I'm just giving you a rough example. You can just kind of inflate the prices by 25%, 25%, just increase the prices, whatever. So 20% increase if in the Middle East. Southeast Asia, don't target fucking brokies. Australia, New Zealand, you can inflate the pricing here too. You can inflate the pricing by 20% here. New Zealand, yeah, one of our best clients and one of the most richest and loved clients are from New Zealand and Australia. So yeah, plus 20% here as well. Latin America, don't sell. Like just don't sell. For Latin America, I got a few Spanish clients and they're pretty good. So you can sell in Latin America, being honest. So I'm gonna assume Latin America is Spain. Yeah, I'm not sure. Whatever. So in that region you can also sell, but no sales in Africa, no sales in Southeast Asia. Please save yourself from the headaches, please. Okay, you don't want to deal with brokies. You don't want to waste your time. Don't want to work with poor clients. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. And I did my due diligence in speaking and teaching you everything. Now, if you guys want to go away, you can go, but I'll teach you how to do value-based pricing. Now, to do value-based pricing, it's very hard. You cannot do it right off the bat. You need to have reputation in the market for companies and for whales, like literal whales, or like big fishes to come to you and ask you, Shreyas, how much will you charge? I've been offered that opportunity a few times, and these are the best clients. Trust me. So how does value-based pricing work? I was just working with the HR firm. Okay, I was working with the HR firm, and this is Shreyas Raj. So he's working with the HR firm, and he built a RAG chatbot for this HR firm. Okay, it's a RAG chatbot, nothing fancy. This RAG had the database of all the candidates. So it's a big HR company. I wouldn't say its name or I'll get sued. Whatever. It's a big HR company. It had a huge database of candidates. So they were wasting a lot of time trying to go through, okay, this candidate is good, this candidate is good or not. So they just wanted an AI agent that can just spit out good candidates based off the requirement. Okay, so that's how it works. Also, the backend database is updated. For example, if a certain candidate is tick off, okay, this candidate is booked, this candidate is gonna work for this company, this candidate is taken. In that case, AI should update that. So it is a complex project. I'm not gonna lie. What happened was I made this whole thing, filter candidate. It did a few things. It filtered the candidate. It took interviews. Like there were a lot of features in that. And I'll tell you, it saved the whole company or the top tier leadership 20 hours a week. Like the top tier leadership or the high level people in the company, they were saving 20 hours a week. Now, to save 20 hours a week is 4 days in a month. And to save 4 days in a month, and this is just rounded off figures, okay? Please don't take it literally. It's 4 days a month. 4 days in a month is 48 days, if I'm not wrong. I'm just going to do the math because, okay, it's actually 48 days. So it's almost 48 days in a year. Gotcha? 48 days in a year, and this company is doing 10 million in ARR, annual recurring revenue. Whatever, okay? Maybe they're doing 100 million, whatever. I'm just gonna assume that they're doing 10 million, okay? I'm just gonna remove this, okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna change the color because obviously. I'm just gonna assume that they're doing 100 million. I just said that they're doing 100 million, okay? And they're doing 10 million in profit. 10 million profit. Like I'm just okay, like don't take any of this seriously, okay? I'm just using this as an example, okay? Assuming that these guys are doing 100 million, 10 million in profit annually. So if they were spending 48 days a year, like they were literally wasting this time. This is time wasted. Once I deploy the system, this time would be considered time wasted because my system can do it like this, shortlist candidate like this, boom. So time wasted was this much. This much how time was wasted. Time wasted equals money wasted. Okay, keep that in mind. For big companies, the time matters a lot. So time wasted equals money wasted. Okay, so if they were making 10 million ARR profit, like pure profit, so 10% of time being wasted, which is this many days being wasted every year, equals to $1 million being lost, But once I deployed this AI agent, this $1 million which are being lost every year, or like every year, guess what? It was saved. This 1 million every year was put into the company's profits. Okay, and I saved them this much money, and this is how Shreyas saved the company. Shreyas saved the day. But again, you guys need to hear the moral of the story. Okay, if I save the company 1 million, I can ask the company for 10% of that because I saved them 1 million. I can say, you know what, guys, you guys just saved 1 million. I was the guy who helped you save it, and I'll help you save this in the future. Why don't you pay me 10% of this? So previously they were losing 1 million. Now they're losing 900,000, and they're still giving me my 100,000, whatever. So I just say, you know what, give me my $100,000, and I give me my $100,000 every year. And again, please try to understand, I didn't charge them this much. This is just for example. But Shreyas said, give me $100,000 every year, and I'm gonna make sure your company makes 900,000 extra every year. Boom. Problem solved. And this is how Shreyas saved the day. Okay. Now $100,000 every year. Let's just divide this by 12. Okay. So what's 100K by 12? So it's 8.3K. 8.3K a month. And this is dollars, fellas. This is in dollars. So Shreyas was making this much using a single chatbot, which is supposed to be sold for $100 a month. How did I pull this off? This is called value-based pricing. Because again, for these companies, money is not a problem. But Money is not a problem. If you can provide them with a good solution, money is not a problem. Now, value based won't work. Value based will only work with companies that are around like 10 million ARR, 10 mil, like to like, I don't know, 1 billion ARR. Okay, I'm talking about revenue. Okay, so yeah, this is, yeah, 10 million to like these big companies, maybe 1 million, 5 million can also work, 5 to 10 million, whatever. These companies will happily pay you value based prices. But companies below this line, they are a bit price sensitive. I hope I hope I made myself very very clear today. Okay, I'm just, so you'll receive this whole PDF slash workflow slash whatever in the description of this video. But yeah, I hope I was clear today. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you all got a gist of it, of how to price your service, sell your service, and make money by doing whatever you want. Again, rule of thumb: do not sell in India, and if you do, be ready to cut even for everything you sell. That's about it. So thanks for your time. Appreciate it. I hope this video was value. If it was, do let me know if anything was missing. Do let me know if you guys felt I was gatekeeping, whatever. But yeah. Yeah, just a closing notice. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. This was a long one, but I hope it was worth it. Thank you. Bye bye. Cheers. See ya.